I hate seeing people, young people, start out in life and already go into debt simply because society tells them that that's what they have to do. And you don't have to fall for that. You don't have to, find yourself in that trap anymore. The only thing that stays consistent is the grind. Keep on grinding. Hey, welcome back everybody. Very happy to be here today. As you might notice from the title, I wanted to discuss with you guys the difference between diamonds, moissanite, and CZ. Now, the thing that brought this whole thing about, me bringing this up, is because I have a buddy who's getting married, and I've had the privilege of many people over the years, because, I love jewelry. I've been involved with jewelry for a very long time. And so a lot of people ask me what I would recommend when it comes to buying something for their loved one, or even as a regular gift, something, what's my opinion on what they should purchase. So this is a topic that I absolutely love, and I could talk about it for days. So I'm going to try not to do that, but I wanted to give you guys a non-scientific type of a breakdown when it comes to this stuff, because I think there's a lot of stigma when it comes to CZ or moissanite and things like that, and I don't think a lot of people know enough about it in order to make an informed decision. And a lot of videos on YouTube kind of give you like a scientific breakdown, so I thought I'd give you a real life human being breakdown of my personal experience when it comes to this stuff. So let's just get right into it. So you have the three big players. You have diamonds, you have moissanite, and you have CZ. If you guys watch this channel, you know that I told you I've been sourcing different types of jewelry because I plan on opening up a store relatively soon. Hopefully that'll happen sometime in the near future. But I've been sourcing different products, so I've had even more experience getting to know different products that are out there, despite, regardless of the fact that for years I've been involved with buying jewelry. I remember as a kid, I'm 35 right now, as a kid, when I was like 17, 18, I was buying moissanite earrings back when I used to wear studs. And it was unbelievable because you can get insane size and cut and clarity for very, very little money, especially when compared to diamonds. I remember looking at a flawless stud, a singular stud, and I think it was going for, I forget, let's say it was going for like $4,000 at the time. It was tiny. I forget how many carats it was. It was small. It was a perfect stud, and I was going to go ahead and purchase that, but instead I decided to go ahead and get moissanite because I was able to get about 5 times the size for the same amount or less, and it was just, and it was a no-brainer. So that's what I ended up doing. I never liked diamond simulants, okay? A lot of people will say diamond simulants are moissanite, CZ. In my opinion, maybe CZ is a diamond simulant. It's trying to be a diamond, maybe. Not moissanite. Not at all. And the reason I say that, and I don't like when, particularly like when people say, yeah, moissanite is a diamond alternative. It's trying to be a diamond. It's not trying to be anything. You have different types of stones out there. You have moissanite, you have diamonds, you have, rubies, you have emeralds, you have all this stuff. They are all different in their own right. And moissanite is not trying to be a diamond. In my personal opinion, moissanite blows diamonds away. Now, I've told you guys in the past, I purchased a moissanite ring for my wife. This center stone is, I think it's about 3 carats or 8 millimeters. Okay, let me flip the camera. You see this thing? The center stone is, I think it's 8, maybe 8.5 millimeters. I like dealing with millimeters rather than carats. And the side stones, I think, are, I don't even know what they are. Whatever they are, it's gorgeous. And I'll be honest with you, she doesn't wear this because it's too big. It's too big for her. She doesn't like it being so bulky. But look at this. It's gorgeous. So this is moissanite right here, okay? If you are getting married, like my buddy, who was asking me the other day about what he should purchase for his future wife, moissanite is an amazing option, okay? You hear a lot of people talk bad about it for some reason, and then there's also a lot of people talk good about it, like myself. But a lot of jewelers, they'll talk bad about it, and they'll say, oh, no, diamonds, diamonds. Now, I'm not trying to offend any jewelers. I'm not a jeweler. I don't know everything. I'm not a gemologist. But I'll tell you from personal experience, Moissanite is where it's at. It's not trying to be a diamond. Moissanite is trying to be Moissanite, and it does it very, very well. Diamonds look nothing like Moissanite. They don't. And if you ask a jeweler, is this diamond and is this Moissanite, what's what, and they can't tell you what it is right away, then I don't think they're the best jeweler, because Moissanite looks completely different than a diamond. Check this out. You see this here? This is a diamond. Now, granted, it's not the best, it's not the most perfect diamond. It's not flawless by any means. It does have some inclusions, okay? But this is a diamond. Try to focus. It's got some shine. It's got some sparkle. It's got a decent cut on it. It does have inclusions, but it is clean. I cleaned it for the video, and it's very decent, okay? It's got some fire in there, but when you compare this to Moissanite, do you see this difference? Do you see that? There's no comparison. And you'll find that even with perfect, flawless diamonds, Moissanite will blow that diamond away in terms of fire. And a lot of the times in terms of color too, because Moissanite is colorless for the most part, clear. Diamonds, even when they're like the best color, they might look a little more yellow or dark than Moissanite. Okay, so that's something I wanted to point out. There's no comparison. Over here, now I want to show you the difference between CZ, poorly cut CZ, and Moissanite, because there are many people who wonder about CZ, even though CZ is, you know, looked at as trash. I'm going to show you an example of good CZ and bad CZ. The middle stone here, that's Moissanite, okay? Now, all my Moissanite I've gotten from various places over the years, as well as I've been sourcing lately to see who has the best Moissanite, because keep in mind, Moissanite does not always come uniform. It does not. It absolutely does not. Some Moissanite is lower grade than others. Some of it's cloudy. I only purchase the best Moissanite that I can find, and when something's not good, I return it. That center stone is Moissanite. The side stones, however, are CZ. Okay? You see that? The CZ sucks on this. I don't know why this company bothered to put CZ in on the sides at such a poor quality. Now, CZ, a lot of the time, is going to be poor quality because it's cheap. So the manufacturers don't care to make it look nice. Okay? Now, if they made this look nice, this whole ring would look different, even if the sides were CZ. Because now I'm going to show you an example of good CZ, because there is good CZ out there. Do you see this? This is CZ, and it shines like a diamond. It flickers. I hope you guys are getting this, because on camera it never looks as good in real life. But let me tell you, this little ring here, it catches looks. This ring is fire. It really truly is. And this is CZ, okay? So the cut of the CZ makes a huge difference. You see this? When compared to this CZ, forget it. This CZ here is crap, and this CZ here is fire. Seriously, it's absolutely gorgeous. And so when people think about CZ, they think of garbage. Truly, it doesn't have to be, okay? It depends on the quality of the CZ and the quality of the overall ring you're putting it in, okay? This ring is quality. It's very, very nice. It's made very well. It is plated, but I've washed this ring probably more than 500 times. I've owned it for, I want to say, close to 8 months, and it has not even lost its color yet. All right? But it's CZ. It's nothing crazy. I'm not telling you to buy CZ for your future husband or wife. You know, that's up to you if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. Depends on what you value, okay? The CZ looks better than the diamond, in my opinion. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. And let me know what you guys like. Have you heard of Moissanite? Have you heard of CZ? What are your opinions on diamonds? Everybody's heard of diamonds. But this is a real life diamond, and this is CZ. All right, and let's throw the moissanite in there for good measure. Look at that. Camera's not even focused, and you can see what's what. Look at that. See, moissanite is not trying to be a diamond. It's trying to be better than a diamond. It's trying to be its own thing. It's trying to be a disco ball, and it does it very, very well. You can see it's white or clear. The stone is clear. The refraction rate is much higher than a diamond, as well as CZ. It's phenomenal, all right? So these are some of the things in my collection. This is moissanite. You see that? That flicker? You see that? That's moissanite. And let me tell you, when you wear this, again, not all moissanite's made the same. I've sent back bracelet after bracelet, necklace after necklace, to try to source the best stuff, and so far this thing is the only thing that I've kept. And but this is moissanite, and so you're getting insane quality. I mean, I'm telling you, when I walk around wearing this bracelet, I get looks left, right, up, down. It catches your eye. If you don't like attention, don't buy moissanite. My wife has literally said that she doesn't wear her ring because it's too big, and honestly that it brings too much attention. It's heavy. She says it's heavy, which it is. So it got a decent weight to it, and it catches too much attention. Oh, and let me tell you, it does, especially when you're in like a darker area or a sunny area. Forget it. If you don't like attention, don't buy moissanite. You're better off buying a diamond if you don't like attention. Let me tell you, that's the honest truth. All right. So these are some of the things in my collection. Just a couple of different things I wanted to talk about. Not all moissanite is created equal. Not all CZ is created equal. Not all diamonds are created equal. This diamond here that I showed you before, it's not the best cut. It's not the best clarity. It's not the best anything. It's still a diamond though, and it still cost a ton of money when it was purchased, and it still has a chip in it. That's something else I want to talk about. It still has a chip. A lot of people are worried about, oh, is a diamond, should I be spending all that money extra on a diamond because it's harder? It's harder than CZ, it's harder than moissanite. It is. But let me tell you, I beat my moissanite up. I beat it up. I bodybuild in it, I sleep in it, I shower in it, I'm banging it on walls, I'm banging it on doors, I'm doing all this crazy stuff in it. Never had an issue. Whereas even this diamond has a chip in it. Okay, I can't show you that. You probably are not going to be able to see the chip, but trust me, there's a chip on the edge of this diamond. So any stone you buy is liable to chip. Especially when you abuse it. That's why you don't abuse your stuff, no matter what. You don't abuse your stuff. Okay? So that's something to keep in mind. Even if it's a diamond, don't abuse it. I mean, my wife is by no means careful. Trust me. And her stuff has held the test of time so far. It's been great. That thing's getting banged around. It's getting beat up. And, you know, even diamonds chip. So that's something I wanted to talk about, right? The next thing, again, color. Diamonds, the color's going to really differ. With moissanite, yes, it can differ, even though a lot of the time, since moissanite is basically just lab-made, it's usually going to have a very good look. But if you buy lesser qualities, it's going to have a darker hue to it. A lot of time, you know, the companies will charge more for the cleaner, whiter hues. So I would personally say, if you're going to purchase something, buy the best moissanite you can. Not all companies will be the same. Not all companies' best moissanite is going to be the best moissanite on the market. It's not. So you have to shop around when it comes to that. But would I deter you from moissanite? No. Would I deter you from CZ? Well, maybe if it was for a wedding ring. Yeah, I probably would. But as I've showed you guys, you can get very, very good quality CZ. Very, very good quality. I'm not telling you to do that, but there's nothing wrong with it. A lot of people talk down on it, and there's nothing to be talked down. I've beat this ring up. I wear it all the time. All the time. And it still looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Because the ring was made with quality. You can feel it. You can see it. And the stones were cut with quality. And they were placed with quality. Same with this. Here. You know. This is moissanite. So you can get quality no matter what, whether it's a diamond, whether it's moissanite, whether it's CZ. Would I personally have a wedding band as CZ? That depends on what you want as far as longevity, because CZ is going to be a lot more likely to break than moissanite or diamond. But if you don't really care, because you can just buy another one, you can always get a really awesome cut CZ stone and put it in an amazing setting. You can do that. I wouldn't recommend it. I would say go, if you're looking for some type of a wedding ring or an engagement ring, go with a moissanite stone rather than a diamond. That's my personal opinion. And I'm not just saying that because of the money. I'm not. I'm saying that because you're getting more for your money. Even if you bought a small moissanite, you're getting more bang for your buck because it just blows diamonds out of the water. You can still, you know how you hear old people always say, oh yeah, diamonds, the last generations? I've seen CZ last for generations. I looked at a ring the other day that was CZ that has lasted for over 30 years, and it looks the same way as it did when it first was created. All right? So it's going to come down a lot to the quality of who you're buying from, the quality of the product. You know, CZ, yeah, it's going to last less long. But if I just looked the other day and saw one that's been around for 30 years and it looks the same exact way since day one, well, that just shows you the longevity of moissanite, right? Because moissanite's going to last longer. I would highly recommend to you guys moissanite. That's what I recommended to my friend. That's what I've recommended to like 5 of my friends who were looking to purchase something. Sorry, we got a car in the background. But yeah, I've bought jewelry for people that was moissanite in the past. It's always high quality as long as you get it from a high quality source. That's the main thing. You can really do a lot with this stuff, and it's phenomenal for the price point, okay? I don't want to just keep talking. I just hope that this really helps somebody because, you know, this is stuff that goes on people's minds. I know it was on my mind too. You know, I went crazy looking for a wedding ring for my wife, an engagement ring, and all that stuff. Jewelry, when I buy stuff for people, I make sure it's top-notch stuff, and that's what you want to do. You want to make sure it's top-notch. So longevity, diamonds are technically going to last the longest. But again, I just saw a 30-year-old CZ, right? So as long as you take care of your stuff, you're going to do pretty good. Diamonds, they'll last the longest. Moissanite is right up there. You can pass that stuff generation. Don't let people tell you that you can't. It's not true, okay? And even if it couldn't, for some reason, be passed generation to generation to generation, for some reason, right? It's cheap enough where you just buy more. You could just buy more. You buy something new and give somebody a gift for something new. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to last. It's going to last. It's going to last a very, very long time, probably just as long as any diamond would. Price, diamonds are going to be the priciest. You know, lab-grown diamonds are cheaper than naturally mined diamonds, but you're still going to have them at a huge price point when compared to moissanite. And they're still not going to look as good. They're not. If you hate flashy, you probably wouldn't be looking at a diamond anyway. But if you absolutely hate flashy and you want like an in-between between nothing and flash, a diamond's good. But moissanite is going to give you better bang for your buck when it comes to flash. It absolutely will. You're going to notice it from a mile away. Whereas a diamond, you might be able to notice it, 20 feet away. That's the comparison. That's the difference. Even a perfect diamond, all right? As far as resale value, a lot of people talk about resale value. Oh, diamonds, they have a resale value. Yeah, so do moissanite. If somebody wants something, they're going to pay for it. You have this, and then all of a sudden you don't want it anymore for whatever reason, you can sell that. And, if you talk to a lot of jewelers, they'll tell you, no, you can't sell it. It's not going to be able to be sold. Why, if somebody wants something, is it not going to be able to be sold? You know what I'm saying? It has value. Beauty, is in the eye of the beholder. Okay? That's what it is. Same thing with diamonds. If you purchase a diamond, there's no way you're going to get the same value back if you go and sell it. But a lot of people say, yeah, you won't get the same value, but you can at least get half back or something like that. Well, you know what? If that's true, that's great. But keep in mind the fact that if you buy moissanite, you can sell it probably at half value too. You absolutely can. And even if you can't, it still cost you a fraction. So who cares if you can't sell it? The diamond cost you, the amount of a mortgage on a house. And that brings me to the next point. The reason why I purchased moissanite and still purchase moissanite is because I personally think you get better bang for your buck. It's a completely different animal. It's not a diamond. It's not supposed to be. It's its own animal. But it also affords you the unique opportunity to get better bang for your buck than a diamond, in my opinion. And you also can spend your hard-earned money on better things. So many people I know say, yeah, I got the diamond of my dreams, and if I can go back, I would have spent that money on a trip. Or on whatever else. You know what I'm saying? On a house. I mean, when I see people, trust me, I'm not knocking anybody, but when I see people spending the amount of money that they could have bought a car with, or something like that, or put down on a house or something like that, on a diamond, if that's what you want to do, there's nothing wrong with it. But I see a better way, and that better way is absolutely spend that money on something that's going to give you value back. Diamonds are only going to lose value. If they raise in value over time, that's another story, but I highly doubt they'll ever raise over what you ever paid for. So, you buy a house, you buy, even a car, that's going to, I think, have more resale value than a diamond, especially when you have things like moissanite that exist, because it's coming out of the woodwork. It's taking a long time, but a lot of the time I find that the jewelers that I have spoken to in the past, they're constantly pushing the diamonds, and that's because they're trying to keep the market for it high. They're trying to keep the demand high. Diamonds aren't as rare as what we're told they are. So, keep that in mind. They're being artificially manipulated when it comes to price. And that's to keep the demand high. So, that's something you got to keep in mind. As more options come about, people are starting to see diamonds are really, a lot of the time they're not worth it. But again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. If you want something naturally sourced, from the earth, you want to spend that, triple times the amount of money simply because it's from the earth, it's cool. I'm not knocking it. It's just my personal opinion. And again, I was asked this, so I'm giving you my opinion. I thought it might help others. So what would I do personally if you were looking for a wedding ring or even a gift in general, guys? Moissanite's the way. It is cheap enough to give you an amazing longevity, an incredible look at a perfect price point when compared to a diamond. Absolutely the way to go. And that's why I've always, since I was like 16, 17, 18, purchased moissanite whenever possible. The stuff's lasted. I got my mom a pair of moissanite studs, like, I don't even know, over 10 years ago. They look fresher than the day that I bought them. They're just phenomenal, all right? So that's my opinion. I really, really hope this helped. I hate seeing young people start out in life and already go into debt simply because society tells them that that's what they have to do. And you don't have to fall for that. You don't have to, find yourself in that trap anymore. Find yourself a good moissanite ring with a beautiful setting, and spend the money on the gold and get a fantastic look with your moissanite. That's what I would recommend for you guys. So I really don't think there's anything else. And keep in mind, again, moissanite's not trying to be a diamond. It's not. It's being better than a diamond, truly. If you like bling, because diamonds, they pale in comparison when it comes to refraction rate and all that stuff. And again, they last. I beat my Moissi up. I beat it up. It's getting knocked on doors. I build furniture wearing it, and I have no problems. Never had an issue. So, and if anything happened, you could just buy another one. You could buy 10 more of whatever you purchase because it's just that great on price point when compared to a diamond. And diamonds chip. Diamonds break. Anyone who tells you that a diamond is not going to have damage is wrong. The hardness scale is relative, okay? If you look on paper, an ant is like the strongest creature on earth, right? On paper. Because it can lift like, I don't know, 100 times its weight, you know, its size or whatever. But if you step on it, is it going to throw you off of it? No. It's all relative. So a stone is as hard as its counterpart. It doesn't actually mean it's hard, like it's going to last forever. Diamonds break all the time. And so will Moissanite, so will CZ. But at the end of the day, CZ, I've washed this thing, I've built furniture in it, I've beat it up. No issues, still looks gorgeous. My wife treats this thing like it's a football. Still perfect. Okay? And then you have a diamond that has a chip in it. Alright, so it's all relative. I think you can see the chip. The top, probably about 1 o'clock. There's a chip. But anyway, that's it, guys. I really hope this helped. Don't go put yourself in debt. It's not worth it, in my opinion. Anyway, be safe. Talk soon. If you got any questions, let me know. If you like this video, please like. If you appreciate it, subscribe. I could talk about this stuff all day, so I'm going to let you go. Enjoy your day. Be safe, guys. Talk soon.